All right, just like that, I'm gonna jump into a different video. I'm gonna put that aside. I already did the dishes. I already did the cooking. I had some breakfast, so I'm gonna put right here bar. I never put that from the beginning in the morning. I always do that separate. And then I had a toast, which was 70 whole wheat, peanut butter. I always make sure I have the 60. And then I had one egg, one hard-boiled egg. And that right there, that's 16 grams of protein. I know that has 5. I know this has, the egg has 8. Peanut butter, I'm gonna say 5. So, pretty decent. Okay, so let's move that over there and let's get into this. So, my biggest goal is to do a home management binder. I'm always trying different sizes for that, and the one that always stuck was the B6 Kiki K. I literally have all my passwords in there. So for the sake of just dumping out some info, I am going to talk about the sections I would want in my home management binder. And I want to use, not that, where, see what I'm saying? All the time. So what do I want to do as far as reference for my home management? First and foremost, it's always something finance. So I need to have passwords. I need to have, I know this is horrible, but the life insurance info, my husband has so much life insurance and all these different policies, and I need to know them all. I need to have will info in there. And then I want to have like a babysitter sheet for our house, which will include, you know, the kids, the alarm, the emergencies, the pets, things of that nature. That's really big in case we go to date night. Most times it would be my older daughter that's going to watch Sophia, but you never know. I also had a home management little thing. So this is my process to try again, because I swear to you, I found the community through trying to build a home management binder when we were in military. The biggest one I found that was the best was this one. So obviously contacts, that would be emergency ones in the neighborhood, and then like in-laws, that would be the biggest. I will put some information about diagnosis and routine, a sample routine for her. Meal planning, I swear, all I would need out of that is favorite recipes. Like, I have my tamales, Isaac has his horchata, I have like gandules with rice, I have like certain things I would want to put in there, fideo, picadillo, like things of that nature. Like if my kids ever wanted it. In terms of kids, that would literally be homeschool. So in terms of homeschool, it literally says babysitter info sheet, kids sheet, friends list, all that. It would literally be her curriculum she's on, her current grade level goals, and a sample schedule. I don't know, with like password info for her main curriculum, so that if somebody wanted to go in there and school her, they could from a school, like a shot. They know that her main curriculum is Me Academy, and these are her supplemental workbooks, and this is what her sample day looks like, and you know, stuff like that. I probably should have a whole Sophia tab because she's the main one in the house. Okay, so medical information, it would just be like doctors, honestly, and their information. Like, I guess I look at this from the stance of if one of my older kids had to come in our house and assume responsibility for all things, what could that be? You know what I mean? I would want them to understand our finance information and like bank account information and like, you know, I would code the passwords and then put see dad's phone because he's got like airtight locked security in there. I don't need a planner. Goals, I don't need that. So I guess I would want like a home management binder section for that. And then on the other side, I could do like goals, household, things of that nature. Like another good one is vehicle and insurance data, like the sheet. That would be under household. Birthdays, holidays, doctor's visits, workout schedule, rate tracker, like all that. See, I consider all of these things to be in my personal things. Like, who cares if my kids are not going to want to see my personal goals and the meal planning and, the, you know, but they will need to know emergency contacts. They will need to know Sophia's stuff. And they will need a whole bunch of, like, you know, another big one could be automatic debits. Because I also wanted to make it twofold that if I'm not here, my husband knows, you know. The only thing for grocery is like log in into like Walmart, the schedule in which I do, and like a, what do you call it? Like a food inventory kind of must haves. I don't know, like a list of must have foods that always need to be in the house. Because, you know, like Sophia likes a certain brand of turkey bacon, of, you know, wieners, of like Danimals yogurt, of like fruit snacks, popcorn. Like there's certain brands, okay, that we don't deviate from. So one of the biggest things is, so a lot of people have printable bundles. All of that wouldn't work for me because I could care. I wouldn't want this. I have my own planner. I do my own goals a certain way. So these are kind of like a trigger list. You know what I mean? But yeah. My biggest thing is things that I would need. Christmas gift list, no. So the biggest thing is now trying to figure out, okay, what size. The reason why is because this is not big. Okay, so I thought about having this reference information in like a pocket size notebook. So now I'm going front to back. Okay, so Maya, you gotta go potty? Potty? Come on. You go to potty, Mama? What are you sniffing around for, stinky butt? Go potty. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna grab my little water bottle. So if I can't drink my water in big chunks, I'm gonna go back to the little chunks, which is 16 ounces. Okay, so the size is, sorry, look at my ring. Remember I told you guys, oh, I don't resize my ring. My ring falls off sometimes. Okay, so sizes for the binder for the home. The reason why I would do something like a pocket is because, again, a lot of this would be blank paper with me filling in all that information. I do that because, like, when I'm writing it, I can remember. The only thing maybe is like a password login sheet, or maybe contact list, but that could be like on a Like, let me show you a sample babysitting sheet that definitely is really good because I used to have this on our refrigerator. I wonder if I still have it. Or did I take it off? I think I did because I cleaned the refrigerator. So, I mean, where I will be, phone number to reach me. Okay, contact if you can't, home information, about the children, pediatrician, closest hospital, and insurance information. So like right here about Sophia, I can put her diagnosis, her sample routine, you know, like she will not talk to you, you know, that's her norm. Give her a minute, maybe about 20, 30 minutes. So something like this. I mean, if you want to get cutesy, but I wouldn't want to. I would want to like just keep it very, very black and white. And then student info. No, because she's not in a regular school. Like, you know, maybe something like this, but change out the subjects and then put what that looks like. I can put like a curriculum list. And that's what I was trying to do in, I'm going to say list. I'll show you right now where I put it. So see, curriculum planner. Like that's all I would need to know is if I'm doing any, I'm not Bible, reading, writing, math, and the name of that information. So what I did before, where's my A5? Sorry if there's elevator music on, let me change it. It's like super, it's just like my little, what do you call it? Like the, screen saver. Let's put this on because I forgot. So this, I was trying to see, whoa, wait a minute, hold the phone. Why is everybody leaving? I must have took one of the little things that was on here. Let's just put that in there somehow. So I was already working in like a homeschool planner. Again, I always need it for reference. So maybe like, that's why I'm thinking pocket size would work because, or A6. And I have a really nice A6 setup in a print impression binder because binder matters too. Because I wouldn't want like a nice, I have an A6 Vanderspec. I would not want to give that and like let that be like a house thing. But this is what I was going to do. And I just printed out like little printables. Like this, and then I had like important dates, curriculum listing, and then a field trip log. So this is all just an old A5 setup. That's what I thought I was going to do with my A5, which now that I have this here, I probably want to take this and put it. Look at this information, right? Birthstone and flowers, wedding, astrological signs. Like these are very, very good. World information, time zones, international airports, international sizes, temperature, container yield, metrics for everyday use, clothes sizing, cholesterol content, calories. See? So I think I'm gonna take this. Put it. Oh, shiz. Don't mess with your planner, girl. Real quick. And this feels so light and airy. This planner right here. I mean, I'm talking light. And then I've got a little bit of like Filofax stuff. Because if I want to put some dailies in here, it would be towards the back after that. So super cool. I'll just stick those in there in case I want to use those. So I definitely want, I need to put a tab over here. How come I don't have one? It may have been this. Pocket, maybe with like 20 millimeter rings. I have a bunch of pocket notebooks. A compact personal. Or if I ever did any kind of A5, it would be an A5 rings, but slim. When I say slim, it's like this. Okay, A5 slim, if you guys don't know that size, because I know somebody asked, it's the Moleskine size, 8.5 by 5.5. Just think half letter. Do I have one? I don't have one with me. But when I say slim rings, I mean smaller size rings. Like, as you could see, that's super thin information. So if I can find, that's why I was thinking, like, what if I use something like this? It's got a whole bunch of paper, but I would need very thin rings. I wouldn't, and the info would be just, again, maybe this is just like the ideas I give you, but you go and put it together yourself. Now, some people might have multiple kids, multiple things, and they may feel like, you know what, I would need this. That's great. Maybe the printables would work for you, but for me, no, it wouldn't. But I could start working on all of this, because that is definitely something I do want. Like, oh gosh, I forgot about her. Hold on. And she barks when she's ready. That's funny. So, I don't know. I really do think that something like that could work, because again, it would be the names of our banks and the phone numbers, right? It would be password with coded logins. Why is this wanting to come out? That's what I'm not liking. It's hanging on by a thread down there with that stitch. Life insurance info, like beneficiaries, like, you know, and then like a sheet. Let's put the side-eye guy. This would be like a directional sheet to each kid. Okay? And I know I'm morbid. I'm always thinking, not morbid, but I'm just prepared. Like, I'm always thinking, if God forbid I pass and Dad passes in some freak accident, I want them to be able to have something like immediately where it could be useful, you know what I mean? I have this right here, so I'm just gonna cut that, because in case I want to do more brainstorming, I've got like several areas where I could use. If you don't sit your behind down, I'm gonna put you back outside, because you are sniffing and I'm not liking that. And we already know your track sheet is not cute. She's like, let me go to my crate. F the BS. This lady's nuts. I probably am. Yes, I am. I'm going to put this cool beans right here. That's how I know, like, from the end, if I need a piece of paper, where I'm at. Because, see, journaling goes from to the front this way, and then scrap paper in that month would go from there. So, while I have you here, my faith and wellness this week, or this next page, was what I was grateful for, my intentions, and then I might do a scripture there. So, like, as you could see, things start changing out. Let's do this affirmation together. So, what can you do to feel inspired at home and in your marriage? Yesterday, nails, self-care. That's literally what helped me. I can do hard things. Of course you can. What's one task you've been completely avoiding? You want to know what that one is? the homeschool room closet. It is still filled with a lot of Deja stuff. It needs to be purged. Maybe I'll put that as a huge, because it's already up here, the homeschool room, but the closet is a really big oofala. I was already doing some of my prayer. So I did sort through supplies. I do need to order the supplements. Oh no, I did. Hold the phone. Where are they? Let me track them. I was like, wait a minute, I did order those. Okay. So the math, the human body, and some coffee stickers is arriving today. Monday is geography. August 4th and 5th, spelling is arriving. August 6th, ocean anatomy is arriving. So these ones, is it showing any of my information? No. This is what I ordered. And these are the stickers I ordered because I just love coffee stickers. I like to put them down every single thing. Like, and some of them were new. Some of them were like, oh my gosh, look at that. Coffee for everyone. Look at that ghost. Like, I've never had some of these. This guy. So I was like, yup, I'm getting those. They were like $5. So I do a sample. So like, I'm not going to dive into any of this yet. These are like to do. So I'm going to put it on to over there. I didn't find the weeks. So I'm going to put work on home management binder. Now I also thought like an A5 3-ring thing, but I'm like, no, it needs to be small and portable because it needs to kind of like fit. We have a filing cabinet with a key and we lock it. It needs to be able to fit there, just kind of compact and ready. And I know this sounds, but what I also would put in it is letters to each family member. Like, I have one in this box. I have one to my husband and all 4 of the kids in case I was to die. This just needs to be covered up. I was in my feelings and writing a bunch of shit that should have been in the burn book, but that was before I did anything. I can definitely just use this for extra space for here. So yeah, guys, it might have not been very helpful, but it was helpful for me. This right here, Isaac has training. What is that? Who's texting me? Oh, it's my son. My older boy. So cleaning, filming, cooking, stuff like that is what I did. I decided to, like I said, put gratitude over there. So I'm on day 97. I tried to call this lady several times. She didn't answer, so that's on her. Like, I was trying to call her to be polite, to cancel it. But yeah, I think I will work on a lot more of my commit. Now, if this works, I also have a Filofax compact. But I don't like, I would put like maybe all of this paper in it. And maybe some of these and label them. But the rest would stay in here. Come here, my boy. probably should put some Filofox in here. I literally have a lot. They're upstairs. I like this type of self-care. It's pretty cool. So yeah, friends, I mean, like I said, I hope it was helpful. That makes me nervous. I was upstairs and in my like little room, and no, in my closet, I'm lying. And there was this A5 iridescent binder that I had set up, and that crap stuck. Like there was something that was sticking to the front. I was so upset. I was like, I'm gonna clean it later. So the only other thing I've got is my disc bound, still chilling in the cut. This here I kept here. We're already off on the days. Like I'm not even gonna go by a daily. I'm just gonna, because at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this every day. Since I got my A6 here, my Techo, I'm not using this every day. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that. This is something, see, I have the home management stuff in here already. But this is something that if I want to go back into or use it for homeschool, I also thought I can put my other different sections in here, because I like the sections like here and all that other stuff. I've already put like, this is like a lot of homeschool stuff. So I can like add reference stuff in here. This is like stuff for shopping. I do have this in here in case when school starts, I want to use this. It's small enough and it wouldn't overwhelm me. So yeah, I still really, this was when I was doing my faith stuff, sample weight loss, get seriously organized, 1 page weekly workout, strong, lean, and energize. So I did 50. So what's 3 times? That's 30. So see, like these glute bridges, these RDLs, and these goblet squats, I do them like almost every day. Kettlebell swings, I do. Bent over rows, I do. So I might not be doing it in their thing, but I do them probably way more reps than that. There was my steps that I thought I was gonna do. These are lists. I was planning out Sophia's birthday. So I really still enjoy my disc bound. I better put a piece of this here. It's gonna jack with this, and I really like that. It's when I was Jesus in paper. Look at how small she was. I've got some journaling here. I was doing scripture writing. So like what I said was, whenever I feel led, don't put a date. Whenever I feel led, I can journal or scripture write in here. So I really like how I have this set up. It's something that I reference and kind of just keep over to this side over here, and I love it. Look at that, so cute. So it's, I don't know what size these are, but I think these are classic discs. So yeah, guys, between my little this is gonna fall off. Look at it, it's already trying to. Between these and I like those right there, and this little thing here, I've got some projects, I got some things to do. Seems like fun. If I don't back plan, I'll just punch the rest of the year in here and then go from there. So awesome sausages. I will more than likely put this to the side. Oh. I can't believe this kid is going off to college. I told him this morning before he left, because he had training for school. For work. And I was like, you leave me in 3 weeks, son. And he's like, just looks at me. I'm like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. So I'm gonna leave this and put it over to the side. So if I wanna go ahead and take the rest of those inserts, I can. The only other project I foresee myself having is the, gosh, sorry, I just got off track. The A6 or punching a pocket in rings. Look at this one. This one was 2023. And this is repurposed heavily because look, I made my own thing. I know that it is. Look, it's ready for me to use if I want to. I'm crazy, like I really am. Like I have a lot of shit everywhere. All right, did I read my daily affirmation? Yes, we did. So let me put that over to the side. Now this is becoming really tight in here for my iPad. I shall put these back. These went right there. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go relax, get Sophia together, drink the rest of my coffee, drink my water, and watch some of your guys' videos while I do some laundry and fold. God bless you.